It's been a while since we talked about YouTube videos and channels being creepy or just very weird. It's been 8 months, as of recording that is, and I'm glad I'm doing this again because, you know, I didn't like talking about the stuff on TikTok. It was either very bland or very, very just crossing the line. Shocking. There's no middle ground with TikTok horror. It's either really good or just really poorly done. YouTube, there's kind of a mix, you know. But you know, no, when I say good, I don't mean good. I mean like it can either just be like live leak levels or just 300 subscriber analog horror channel or poorly done ARG levels of bad. You know, with that though, here are some more eerie videos and channels on YouTube. On here exists a small niche of videos, and when I say small, I mean like a view video small. I got this entire entry sent by me by one of my friends, so shout out to George. I don't think this is the first time I've shouted him out, this is like the second time. I think he helped out with the meds video. I don't want to mention that video again, it was awful. Fuck it. But the videos that I have been sent do open up ourselves to a dark reality of a seemingly normal aspect on life, which is travelling in vehicles. The single example we have shows us the times where driving can go seriously wrong and can hurt others. And you're like, singular, even though you said videos earlier. Well, two of the videos, it didn't seem like, it just seemed baity in a way. One video that I got sent by George was, what was it? Yeah, it was like someone lying in the middle of the road and some guys driving and it cuts before they get ran over. So we don't know if it's fucking stage or not. I'm sorry for swearing, I just need to get the words out. I'm like, anyways. The video in question though is short and it begins with a man driving in his car, or a woman, you never know, which is the one with the dash cam on a cloudy day, and it is a busy road. For 5 seconds nothing happens, just driving, but suddenly a pickup truck, I assume, anyways, pops up from the left side and collides into a car and a garbage truck with intent of harm, since there was no sign of stopping, like braking or swerving beforehand, just full speed into two vehicles. The force from the crash sends a man on the back of the garbage truck, which is the other garbage man, because, you know, there's a few man in them, right, flying out of the back, and the driver backs away, which signifies that the driver is okay, just heavily injured, but, you know, he's still alive, thank God. The man at the back gets up and limps away, probably because he broke a limb, and he probably limped away for help. People then go and help the driver out of the truck, and the recorder drives away, possibly leaving us lost with the fate of the people involved. Confused to what happened to the people, me and George checked the comments, and they do truly harbour some things. The very top comment points out something I initially missed. At the 5-second mark, when the pickup truck comes in, there is a motorbike just stuck to the truck that collides into the others, meaning that there is another victim. When I mean stuck, I think what happened was the pickup truck driver drove into this motorbike, and instead of the motorbike just flying away, it goes along with the car. I can't explain it very well, like, at all. Just think of it as like, I can't think of any examples, but I hope you do know what I'm talking about. Which does mean there is another victim to this, like I said, making the situation slightly worse. As I scrolled, or as we scrolled even, we saw someone insulting the perpetrator, stating, "If you really want to die, die alone and quietly. Why would you want to take someone's life?" There really is no devil. People who are worse than dogs like that, even if they survived the accident, should be executed by donating their organs for taking other people's lives lightly. I also managed to gain insight to what happened here, because I did a little more digging in the comments. The one driving the pickup truck crashed into the people since he wanted to commit suicide, which is proven by the fact his corpse had a suicide note taped to his chest. The victims have been confirmed to be a number of 7, and all have survived, luckily. the motorbiker was actually a police officer who faced life-threatening injuries. After finding out the details like the victim count, rough time period, and the compensation for this event, I started digging for a little while. Initially, nothing would come up. No images, no articles, nothing. But I took the title and translated it because I'm a smart boy, and it translates to Ganghwa traffic accident video. So I searched up Ganghwa car accident 2015. I hope I said Ganghwa correctly. I feel like I'm not. If I'm not, please don't crucify me. I don't know Korean. I know this is Korean because I used to Google Translate, and I recognized the language for some reason. And I scrolled down a little to a random wiki page for it, and scrolled down on there, and I found a goldmine in my discovery. A section of the site dedicated to all news reports on the topic. Just what I wanted as well. It turns out the man behind it didn't die on impact. He actually survived but took his life by hanging from a tree just a little after the incident on a mountain near Ganghwa Girls Middle School. Just after the incident, he gave his suicide note to a witness before taking off, before police arrived, making the incident a suicide attempt that failed. This entry was initially used in a video I created in 2023 that no longer exists at all. So if you did see the original video, which I doubt because it got such low views, and that's why it doesn't exist anymore, don't be confused, because yes, this technically does mean that there is power archive loss in media that can never be recovered, since it was on an old computer that broke on me and I threw it away, so there's no way of getting it back. Well, back to the main video, I guess. A while ago, I was looking at a playlist that YouTuber Gooseboost had made. I mentioned him a few times on this channel because he's just a great YouTuber, so just subscribe. Come on. And this was a playlist that he made that had all the stuff that he looked at on stream. And I see this very strange video that caught my eye in that playlist. The video was titled Sister Mary Lives, M. Pompetti, and was made by a person called Mario Pompetti on November 21st, 2005, and the thumbnail was extremely low quality, but I could make out that there was a face on it, so I clicked on it. I was met with a Windows Movie Maker intro that reads Inner Pain, with this screeching sound that repeats throughout the quote-unquote song. After the intro, we see a nun praying, and after that we see the same nun wrapping herself in something with a little break from the screeching that genuinely sounds like something you'd actually hear from the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack. I'm not joking. The nun is again seen praying, then cuts to her doing her wrap up and rubbing her face as this concoction of wailing continues. It fades to her at another angle with her arms in the air, and the loop continues with her doing her usual things, and the video then ends. The description is just a poorly typed promotion of the creator's music, if you will, and the comments are off, so there's nothing that you can do with that, I guess. I did go check the creator's channel, and there are some more videos of similar nature, such as Iraq Warchild and Pompetti, which does have a message to it, unlike the last video. The video begins with the same intro, but with the text reading Iraq Warchild, then cuts to eyes, and I cannot tell if this is real or a painting due to the poor quality, which I can't blame since this video was made in 2005, but makes it slightly annoying combined with the effects he adds to these quote-unquote music videos. The eyes zoom out, and I genuinely still can't tell if this is a man or a painting of some sorts, because the mouth this man has looks like it's moving, but it could just be the pixels, and if this is a painting, I believe this may be Jesus Christ. I'm not joking. That's why I'm so confused, because it looks like Jesus, but also you can see the mouth moving. And why do I think this? Obviously he looks a bit like Jesus in my opinion, in artworks that he's presented in. As all this does happen though, a song accompanies with this video with singing and a weird quote-unquote drone sound. The video is mostly the same with a minor editing effect, but for the rest of the video after this weird editing effect just shows an America flag, and then the video ends. The description gives us insight on what the message of this is, and it reads, "Only kids suffer the most in war. Short animation video, psychedelic style, music, Mario Pompetti / Zigzag and Lil Lulu." I don't know who Lil Lulu or Zigzag is at all, but seeming that there's a slash after Mario Pompetti, it might be Pompetti himself, who knows. But you know, this is an anti-war song, I think, or a music video, which makes sense with the America flag and the eyes, since this could be saying that that America causes suffering, and the eyes could be either an innocent person affected by the Iraq war, or like I said, it could be Jesus looking at the war with sadness or disappointment, since there is fighting that results in deaths of his creations. This kind of makes sense, even more so since the fact that Iraq war was happening around this time the video was created, since it started in 2003 and ended in 2011. And this video was made a day after the first video we talked about, which was November 22nd, 2005. I know it could be a stretch, especially with the religious aspect, but the time frame does make a lot of sense. Mario has made a few more of these videos that I will not talk about, since they are either very similar to others or very fucking weird, and I mean very fucking weird, to the point where like I can't show it because it's got a lot of like sexual things in some of them. So, and I could actually get in trouble by YouTube, so I don't want to do it at all. But these weird kinds of psychedelic videos stopped after 2013, and now he just talks about weird stuff from the 1950s. But the weirdness doesn't stop though, even after 2013, because there is literally a video on the channel about post-mortem photos, which I will blur the thumbnail off since it's a dead kid from the 1800s. Yes, that's what post-mortem means, after death, if you will. So yeah, just real dead bodies on YouTube. Nice. Mario is a very odd individual,